10 years ago, leaders from 4 organizations in Hamilton County gathered around a table with a shared concern. The local economy was growing, but too many of our students were being left behind. As employers expanded, the region faced a growing shortage of skilled workers. Together, these leaders committed their time, resources, and energy to answering one pressing question. How do we secure a future where our children and our economy rise together?
I started to realize pretty early on that there were either obstacles immediately or obstacles heading our way.
There was a growing realization that Chattanooga's economy was dependent on more education and more skill development.
Chattanooga finally had good jobs. More were coming. Employers were really struggling with how to fill those jobs.
We were underperforming, and our community was expecting more from us as a district.
We built a real critical base of knowledge that we looked for opportunities to share with everybody, from citizens to the mayor's offices to economic advisors.
We commissioned this report. It was called Chattanooga 2.0, a bold vision for the future of our workforce. Some of the data that was identified immediately up front in that report was that 80% of the jobs that we have or that were coming were going to require some kind of training after high school. The report also showed that barely a third of our graduating seniors were on track to get that kind of credential.
It was hard to read. You see things that you already know are true, but seeing them on paper hits a little bit harder.
We had this workforce gap, and if we didn't do something about it, we would be a community where the economy was limping along.
It was really a reckoning for our community to kind of look some of our challenges in the face, but there was this kind of hope and possibility around now we're going to do something about it.
We had dozens of community meetings all over the county, just listening to people about their dreams for their kids and for their community.
What we heard over and over again was that families wanted some pretty basic but important things. They want their kids to go to a safe school. They want them to have great teachers that not only can teach, but that care about their kids. Ultimately, they hope this all adds up so that their child, when they graduate, can get a job that supports their family in the future.
Chattanooga 1.0 is about transformational place. And what came out of those early conversations was really about, well, we need a second round of transformation for our people.
To galvanize a community for greatness.
This was about having a good job for all our citizens so that every student, every person in Chattanooga, Hamilton County really does have a real hope of opportunity and the ability to thrive.
Today, 10 years in, Chattanooga 2.0 isn't just about an idea. It's about action. Guided by 4 big bets, our team is leading place-based, data-informed strategies to change the odds across neighborhoods in Hamilton County. In early childhood, we work to ensure every child in Hamilton County has access to high-quality health, early education, and family support services. The Chattanooga Future Fund is our very own college and career savings tool. We invest in every Hamilton County child today so that they have access to economic mobility tomorrow. In literacy, we're building a community where every child can read and write with confidence from an early age, so they can build the momentum they need for career readiness and long-term economic growth. For viable pathways, we create clear career pathways that equip young people with the skills and credentials they need to step into thriving wage jobs and strengthen Hamilton County's future workforce. These 4 big bets are driven by our belief that it will require all of us working together to ensure every child enjoys a bright start and every student has a path to a thriving future. We're not just tracking metrics. We're aligning systems, scaling high-impact strategies, and holding ourselves accountable to the lived experience of families across this county.
Chattanooga 2.0 for my staff and I has been a true blessing. Through the many supports they have to offer, we were able to go back to school and brighten up our space, and it looks amazing. When I'm touring potential clients, I'm confident that they will enroll their children in my care.
Thanks to our partnership on high-impact tutoring with Chattanooga 2.0, Eastside students have grown more confident and more engaged and more capable as readers. The work to expand and sustain the literacy-first tutoring model makes it very clear that early coordinated support isn't just helpful, but it changes students' trajectories.
Learning about resources like the Future Fund is so important. I now have my son and niece signed up, and I tell anyone I can to do the same.
I went through the whole program and I ended up securing a job at Miller Industries just a couple months later. So as of right now, I'm 19 and I've got my apartment in East Brainerd, but hopefully after this next year, I'll be able to look for a home. I never thought I'd be here at the age of 20 looking for a home, so I'm very excited.
This is why we convene, collaborate, and commit to action. Because if we can turn promise into progress in Hamilton County, we can rewrite the story for children, students, and families for decades to come.